Alright everybody, and welcome back to part 23 of Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade. And as I said I would, I have cherry-picked the units that I'm gonna be using here for chapter 16. And first of all here, as you can see, Eliwood now has a killing edge on him. No particular reason, I just thought it would be kind of awesome to have it on him in case he needs to deal some damage. And as you can see here from Marcus, he's now carrying a goddess icon that we looted back in the last chapter, I believe. I'm actually gonna use that on Raven once he joins up with us here, because as I mentioned before, he has very low luck, so I wanna counteract that. Then Hector's gonna come, and Lowen here, he's got his standard equipment, and yeah, Serra, Priscilla, Matthew's gonna come, there are quite a few chests here, and Florina actually now carries a horse slayer on her, and also an iron lance. I thought that she might need some heavier, well, type of weapons here to deal with the cavalry that she's gonna be fighting together with Serra and Hector in a bit. And then Barter's gonna come, and Lynn. Lynn is gonna support up with Eliwood some on this chapter, and yeah, Barter is just gonna come along for experience, and he can also start building some support with Raven once he joins, because remember, they are gonna reach, or they're gonna rank up to rank, or support B with each other at, well, further down into the game there, so yeah. And unfortunately though, Rebecca and Will do not have any spots here. Don't worry though, we will bring them back later. In case you're worried, I don't know why you would, but there you go. I'm just not gonna be using them for this chapter alone. So, with that, we are now ready. Let's deploy Merlinus 2, please. And we have some plot, I think. Nixter. The captured Kalin soldiers are most likely exhausted. I'd like to protect them and keep them from having to fight. I realize that makes it difficult for you to plan a strategy. However, I will do my best to take up their share of the fighting. Now, please, tell us what we should do. Alright, fine, I will. And as you can see here, I have positioned all my guys here too, so they are in optimal positions. So, essentially all I'm gonna be doing here is, I'm just gonna take Hector, Florina, and Serra, and they're just gonna sit here until some units join on in. And yeah, we're just gonna be ready to, well, essentially just one-tap them. With the Horse Slayer here on Florina and the Wolf Beal on Hector, they will be at the very least able to one-shot 4 waves of enemies, so yeah. That's gonna be nice, and while we do that, they're just gonna sit here and build support, so yeah, that's gonna be my strategy here. And as for the rest of these guys, we're just gonna use Barter here. Maybe he can hit here and punch a hole here in their wall. You know what, I'm just gonna go with the Steel Axe. Hopefully he... nice. Hopefully he hits, and indeed, he did so. And wow, dude, the enemies in here gave quite nice experience. Not bad, and you know what, let us check here. He's not B rank in Axis, not bad, not bad. And yeah, his stats are looking pretty good, like at least in strength and HP. Yeah, speed, luck, all other stats are kind of low. His skill ain't doing so bad either though, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna need to train him some more here. And you know what, Mr. Matthew, I'm just gonna go ahead and use Matthew to start chipping away at this archer here, and I might be able to take him out with Eliwood perhaps. We shall see. We shall have to wait and see. And you know what? I could even do this. That's probably better, honestly. But then he's gonna take a bunch of damage. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just go ahead and do it like this. Yeah, take the archer out, and then I'm probably just gonna use Lowen or Marcus to take the armored knight out there, just so that we don't have any casualties here. Because yeah, we also have these 2 archers here, and oh yeah, they are gonna be troublesome. We could also just do this, honestly. Yeah, well, no, then because Priscilla is gonna get hit twice when she runs up to heal. Let's not do that. Here, I'm gonna do what I said I would do last time, I believe, there in the last video, that I would probably have to carry Barter on up here with Marcus, so yeah. Let's do just that, and you know what, we can even do this, just so that we block off their archers a little bit. Yeah. And then Lowen, I sure as... well, I sure as shit hope you hit here. You know what, here, let's do this. We gotta build some more support. Oh wow, we can just hit twice from here. What the heck? I did not expect that with the steel lance. But it is imperative that Lowen and Marcus reaches B support before Chapter 16X. If you have played that or this game before, you would know that that's the map where you get to face the pirates of the town of Badoon, something like that. So yeah, if we can get Marcus and Lowen up to B rank in support, they will get that additional 10% avoidance, and they will be able to tank some very dangerous enemies on that chapter. That's actually one of the first really tricky chapters of the game. Hey you, let me out of here! What? Marcus Ustia's brother is among your enemy, right? Let me out and I'll help you. But I must have the brother. What? I have a score to settle with House Ustia. Oh yeah, he's talking about Hector. Do you think me a fool? You work for House Kalin, for crying out loud. I cannot trust your word. Then I will have to break down this door and go through you. You were using Lucius as a hostage, but now he's in here with me. Oh no, Lord Raven, you mustn't. You cannot betray your debt to Marcus Kalin. I don't know why I gave Lucius that stupid voice. Shut up, Lucius, my boy. You think me foolish, but you don't understand. How about it? Very well, just get out of here. I want to go back to sleep. Also, remember, if you betray us, your companion dies. I see. Just remember, if that happens, you die next. Oh yeah, see, Raven is so freaking cool. Wait, you can't go alone. It's too dangerous. I wonder if that's a reference to Zelda there. Okay, so off it goes. And you know what, let's have a quick look here at Raven. Although, yeah, no, the enemies are gonna play out their turn first, so... You know what, I'm just gonna speed this crap up. Okay, so we're back, and let's have a quick gander here at Raven. And as you can see, with hard mode stats here, he's actually quite good. Like, he gets a few points, or a few stats bumped up here, I believe. But yeah, as you can see there, his luck is pitiful. But yeah, he's very quick, he's got a nice amount of strength, constitution of 8. Yeah, so he's not as good as Dick there in Fire Emblem 6. He's more in line with OJ. But yeah, Dick in that game, he was just really, really freaking strong with his base stats. It was actually a little bit ridiculous almost how freaking strong they made him there. But yeah, there you go. And let's see here. Yeah, we have a door key here. We're gonna need to steal that one. The thing is, I would much rather open up this door here with the door key rather than using a lockpick. That is just very wasteful. So yeah, you gotta try and make sure you think of that when you play Fire Emblem games. And I'm just gonna see here. We get another door key over there. And are there any other items that I care about here? It doesn't look like it. Hold on. Yeah. Door key, hammer. Yeah, no, it seems to be just that door key that I care about. So, here, Fröken Lynn. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you know what here? Lord Elibob, you come on up here. And do we need to use the Killing Edge here? No, actually, the Irisor is quite enough. Yeah, I gained some really good level ups here on Eliwood. He's got a strength, some skill, speed. Yeah, he's quite strong. And speaking of Elibob and him leveling up, here we go, level 7. Oh, what the heck? Dude, this Eliwood is going crazy. Absolutely crazy right now. Oh wow, him and Lynn are actually tied here in strength. It seems like they're both dealing 10 damage. Very nice, you two. But yeah, as of right now, Lynn is probably stronger. Well, yeah, she's level 13 after all. So, yeah, she's stronger than him. But you know what? His stats are not that far behind, except in speed. He's probably never gonna be able to catch up in that. But, you know, in all other stats, he is just as good as her, which, yeah, that is kinda crazy. Let's see, we are just carrying Barter here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna equip his hand axe, and we're just gonna dimp him right off here. And, oh crap, now I can't build support. Oh well. Oh well. Do I care about this guy? You know, it can't hurt to take him out. Let's do that. Or at the very least hurt him here. Please don't miss Lowen. Oh wow. Very nice. Very freaking nice. And you know what? Yeah, the archers are probably just gonna shoot at Marcus here. Unless... Oh, good. He has a hand axe on. Good. That means they're not gonna go for him. And then Priscilla. Yeah, you can just run on here. Remember on this map, you gotta be careful or you gotta be mindful of that these 3 Kaelin soldiers are at some point gonna be able to escape with Lucius. And they're gonna run out here in the corridor. And if you don't come up here and lure a Raven away before these guys come out, they will just die. And if they die, you won't get the X chapter. I wanna say you need to rescue at least one of them. I actually checked out the requirements there to get the X chapter a couple of days back, but I honestly forget. I thought you would actually have to save all 3 of them, but I'm pretty sure you get the X chapter just by saving at least one. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get all 3 of them. You actually get a red gem if you do so, and you get like a light rune if you save 2 of them, and a regular mine, which you can lay it down on the floor if you save just the one of them. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, I can get shot once more here. So let's just go ahead and do this. Steal this key. And yeah, I know, he's gonna get shot, but it's fine. And then we're just gonna have Eliwood and Lynn take this guy out, I suppose. And you know what? I should probably not have done this. I should probably... Yeah, I should have not have positioned my guys down there at the bottom right away. I could have done so later. That was actually a bit sloppy of me. Yeah, indeed it was. Dude, Barter, you're so slow. You can't even hit these guys twice. What the heck, my man? Oh my god. Oh, that is quite annoying. You know what? You know what? Can we? Oh wow, you see, this is why we got the slim sword. You know what? We're gonna do just this then. Please just don't crit Marcus, yeah. He gets that additional 5% crit whenever he's equipped with this weapon. But see, this is really nice. Now he can actually fight here. And, you know, if he doesn't crit, it's perfect ship for, well, mostly it's gonna be perfect ship anyway. So yeah, this is actually feeling really nice. I'm very happy I purchased that slim sword there. It's gonna be very helpful, I'm sure. And HP speed, you know what? Only 2 stats, but a speed point for Barter. It's very helpful. I cannot stress that enough, how nice that is. And you know what? I'm just gonna have to do something like this. And we're gonna have to run up and heal Priscilla here, otherwise she's gonna die. So we're gonna do just this, or that. There we go. Just remain there, and yeah, I must also keep on building support here. Yeah, with Lowen and Marks, that is. Oh yeah, and I also had that, well, some story I wanted to talk about there in the last chapter, or well, in the last video, I should say, about this chapter. Yeah, how I struggled here with this level when I was a newbie at the game, yeah. Like, I remember watching Shadow Mario 41 the first time, you know, in case you don't know who that is a guy that played the game here on YouTube, and he introduced me to the game through his videos. And yeah, I remember watching his videos about this chapter, and how he just, I want to say he stressed that you gotta move quick here. And yeah, you know, by watching that Let's Play there, well, that made me, well, how should I put it? It really made me respect this level in turn. So yeah, I would always just... Wait, okay, hold on. Let me do this. I can't talk about this and focus on what I need to do here in the game at the same time. Let me just kick some ass here before talking about this. There we go. The archer is dead. And we're just gonna move on down here. Does he have a vulnerary? Indeed. This guy only has 9 damage. That's good. So let's just pull this guy on out here then. Yeah, I gotta focus up a little bit here. Since we're only moving around with very squishy units, it won't do to lose Matthew here. That would just suck balls. But yeah, we're probably out of the danger here now. the quote-unquote danger. But yeah, he really stressed how you gotta move quickly here, and so, you know, when I finally got to the game some time later, I remembered his advice, and I would like just try and rush up here, and you know, whilst rushing and being a newbie at the game, like even if it's on Fire Emblem 7 normal mode, like the map just kicked my ass. I would just try to run up here, you know, with Kent, Zane, and Lowen, and I would make terrible mistakes, and I would just, I would just lose repeatedly. It was really annoying. And even though I technically could get up here, like, I thought I played so fast, but they always somehow got out here and died to Raven, or, you know, ran up here towards the wall and got shot. You know, something always happened, and I don't even know how I sucked so badly. Like, it is not hard to get up here in time. It really ain't. I just sucked that badly. But it's a fun memory to think back on there. Yeah, you really do suck as a beginner, and I don't even know how I didn't manage to get up here in time. And I'm not saying that to belittle anybody who can't do it even today. I'm just saying, like, when you're a beginner at this game, it's hard, you know? That's really all there is to it. It's hard. The game is freaking hard. Even if it is on normal difficulty, it is freaking hard. And you know, I'm just gonna do this the safe way. I actually want to build support rather than taking experience on low one right now. So yeah, and then eventually, like a couple of years back, my younger brother played this game for the first time, and yeah, even then I did not play Fire Emblem games as much as I do nowadays, so, you know, I would, even then, I would sit there and, you know, tell him, and this was on this was on Eliwood normal mode, by the way, and I would just sit there and tell him, oh, this map, you know, you gotta be pretty quick on this one, you can't be too slow, and yeah, he actually managed to do all of this without me backseating too much there. Yeah. But that was a lot of fun, and, you know, I'm one of those guys that really struggle not to backseat. Like, when I sit there with somebody IRL, I really tried not to help him too much, and he didn't even want help. But still, like, but when you see somebody put a troop in a very bad position, then you just want to tell them, oh no, don't put them there, please don't, and I would just start wriggling in my seat. Oh crap, what are you doing, you know, like that, and he could just tell. Yeah, so I kind of ruined some aspects of the game there for him. Yeah, it went the same with Fire Emblem Ferocia. I had played through that once, and then very recently he played through that as well. We're just sitting here in my couch, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Ferocia, a game that I definitely backseated a lot in, and in that game he actually wanted the help, because yeah, if you have played Fire Emblem Ferocia, doing that one blindly is not easy whatsoever. Especially, like, since he does not want, or my brother did not want to he did not want to take help from guides or anything like that, like where to get items and how to recruit characters. So yeah, I would just help him with stuff that I knew. So, like, it was not an easy playthrough. A lot of characters died, but we still made it to the end there. But yeah, towards the end, both him and me, like, we started to really just go like, oh, when is this game over? It's soon gonna be over, right? That game, you know, and I want to play it here on my channel at some point, but Ferocia really tests your patience, you know. It is not an easy game whatsoever. It will test your Fire Emblem knowledge for sure. And it's also a really, well, hard game once again to play blind, because the game throws a lot of cheap shots at you. And some of the cheap shots that are in there I hate, and some of them I really love. And like, what else? Yeah, there are some cheap shots in there, and one thing that I really don't like about the game, that I really struggle with, is how many ballistas there are in that game. Like, you gotta move so freaking fast, I mean, so freaking slow on some maps, that it just gets ridiculous, and it's not very fun, I might add. Yeah, it just trickles down to a halt. Like, you barely move, and you just wanna move, but you can't, because if if you move too fast, like the ballistas in that game, they will just wreck your shit, and yeah, it's just terrible. Just freaking terrible. But even so, I will at some point play that game here on my channel. I'm probably not gonna do an Ironman-run. Like, if you guys want to see me play it with Ironman settings, sure, I would do it. But if I'm gonna be playing that on Ironman settings, like, do not expect me to make it to the end. Like Fire Emblem 6, sure, I made it to the end, but I lost like half the characters of the freaking game, if not more. Like Ferocia, I've only played through it once, so I mean I played through it once by myself and then once with my brother, but he did all the controlling. I just sat there and watched. So yeah, like, do not expect me to make it through the game. And no, I used the lockpick. No. Oh, what a blunder. What a freaking blunder. Yeah, I'm sitting here talking instead of focusing. But yeah, do not expect me to do well in a Ferocia Ironman-run. Like, I'm gonna die. I'm 100% gonna lose Leaf at some point. Like, even if I do give him a bunch of Seraph Robes and stuff like that to try and boost him, it's just not gonna be a very long-winded playthrough. I might get about halfway in, I'd say, before I really start, well, losing my mind, essentially. It's what's gonna happen sooner or later there. But yeah, it still could be fun, I guess, you know. I'm not against it by any means. I definitely am not. It could definitely be a lot of fun to do it. I'm just saying, the odds of me wiping are incredibly high, so yeah. As long as you guys understand that, then by all means we can go ahead and do it. But yeah, it would be fun, but I would also be very, very frustrated. I might actually start losing my temper if I play that game. I really might. And you know what, here we go. Enough talking about Ferocia. Lowen and Marcus has reached rank B support. What? Can't you stand up, Lowen? What kind of knight can't take a simple blow of my spear? Oh yes, sir. And again. Grawr. Ooh. Ha! I bested you. And how about this one? Thump. Lowen. If a mere glancing thrust like that is enough to dismount you, you need far more training. Now listen, before we meet to spar again. Oh, no, yet. I can still go on. Sir Marcus, please continue. Whoop my ass. All right then, take that. And there they go. But yeah, I'm not gonna be ranking these two up any further now. Well, hopefully I flashed up the support stat card there so you get to see it. But now that they are on rank B, I do know that they will have 10% avoidance, 1 attack, 1 defense. They should also have 10% hit, 10%, 5% anti-crit and 5% crit, I wanna say? Yeah, some decent stats there. Fire and Ice aren't super bad to mesh with each other. Not necessarily the best combination, but, you know, it works. It definitely works. And, yeah. As soon as we clear out a few more soldiers here, then I gotta start running back on down here with Marcus so that we can ferry Lord Eliwood on up. And, oh wow, what the heck? Why did this guy go for Marcus? With a hammer against an iron blade. Wow. Well, I did not expect that. And we're actually gonna give this hammer on over to Bartry here. We might actually be able to take the boss kill on him once we have it, you know. But yeah, I was saying something there, but oh yeah. Once we cleared out these enemies, we're then gonna go back and pick up Eliwood and Lynn and, well, run back up with them here with the horses. And you see now the soldiers are gonna get out here, so we gotta start hurrying a little bit more here. What in the blazes? It's getting even noisier than before. Isn't that the sound of combat? It must be Lady Lindis. She found reinforcements. It's time. What are you doing? I thought aid might come, so I hid keys and weaponry here. Oh, I see. Huh, he might have hidden them inside of his armor, actually. I mean, why the heck are they even prisoners with a full suit of, well, mail on, or not mail, but a plate mail, a full suit of plate mail on them inside of the jail here. That's a little bit funny. Or inside of the cellar, I should say, or inside the jail cell. There you go. And yeah, he cannot fight. He doesn't have a book. His deeds are for you, from me, Vulnerary, and the Book of Light Medic. Oh well, there you go. You don't have to fight. Just protect yourself. I've known you only for a short time, but you are a friend. I don't want to see you die. Thank you. Okay. All right, lads, open the door. On your honor of as Kaelin Knights, we will save the Marcus. Tink. And yeah, we're really gonna start moving here now. Yeah, so they don't reach right yet, so we have one more turn here. So here is what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Yeah, that is actually perfect. If I just sit over here with Lowen, then it should all be good. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and equip a Steel Lance. And, yeah, I don't remember what the HP is at, so I'm just gonna heal here. And, yeah, the reason I equip a Steel Lance is because I don't wanna hit Raven twice, and I'm also not gonna run on over here with Marcus, because then we're gonna raise his crit, and that just won't do it. We're not here to kill Raven, remember? We're just here to recruit him, after all. So, yeah, we're gonna need to have them stay separated for a bit longer here. And, yeah, this here is a little bit sad that I have to use Marcus to deal with these guys here, but, you know, it just is what it is here. Oh, wow, he missed? Oh my god, Marcus. Come on, dude. No, this guy's gonna shoot at Rebecca. Yeah, that's a little bit sad that we have to take experience on him, but it is what it is. And yeah, she's gonna take this, right? Yeah, she can take this arrow. So yeah, let's just put her right here so she can recruit on the next turn. However, it is about time that I shut off this episode here now. Yeah, but before we do... Well, actually, let's loot that chest next time and see if we have some enemies here. But yeah, we're gonna deal with them next time. We're gonna run in with Florina and Hector, and we're gonna take these cavalry out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, I'll see you guys in episode 24, where we will deal with, what the heck is his name? Bernard. We're gonna deal with Bernard in the next episode, you guys. So, I'll see you then.